Hello. Today is Thursday, February 25th, and make sure it's the 25th. Yes. And I would like to discuss some things. I haven't been on here and done a journal in a while because whenever I go to do the journal, I'm always going over the 10 minutes. So I'm going to try to get this at least under 10 minutes and not over. I've been having a lot of emotional breakdowns, and since the last time I did my journal, I discussed having the drug, the surgery for the either the drug stimulator or the drug therapy, delivery therapy, and I haven't had that done yet. It was pushed because of I've been having difficulty with my emotions, and since then I've worsened on my entire right side of my body. I'm having swelling and numbness and like a tingling sensation, and it's very uncomfortable. When I go to lift this hand, it feels like someone's cut me like with glass. It feels like there's glass in this hand, and it's swollen. And every time I go to move it, it just feels like it's stuck underneath my skin. It's hard to explain, but it hurts. And then you go to touch it, and it's hot. It's very irritating, and it's kind of painful. Um, it's just it's pardon me, and it's scary. And I probably should call the doctor's office, but I'm afraid of going to the hospital. And as you can see, my face is swollen, my abdomen is swollen. Um, my family thinks that it's the medication that is doing this to me. The more and more I become stressed, the more I swell up. So um, I'm crying and a lot, and I'm totally lost my appetite to eat, and I just don't answer my phone because I don't want to talk to anyone, and I'm just a mess right now. And it's just fibromyalgia is a very painful, harmful ailment to have because no one believes you. The closest people to you don't believe you. They think it's all in your head, and you try to explain to them how you feel. You try to describe to people how you feel, and no one is getting it. You can't seem to explain to them enough because it seems like it's exaggerated when you're describing how your ailments, and you're describing the pain, and no one understands but someone who's going through it themselves. And it really makes you depressed. It causes a lot of emotional problems and anxiety, and it causes you to become very mean. And so I don't know what to do. I've basically withdrawn myself from the world. I withdraw myself from everyone. And and when I go out, I do tend to talk a lot. If there's someone that seems have a similar lifestyle as I do, then I'll talk a lot because then I'll feel free to express myself. But then there are other people, like for example, I live in Cedar Park, and I used to belong to the Free Cycle group, but this is a group where you could donate items that clean out your closet, and there's clothes that are too small or too big for you, or dishes that you're gonna, instead of throwing them away, you could donate them to people who may need those things. So I like this group because when I moved in from New York, my kids had a a tote full of sneakers, and instead of throwing those sneakers out, I donated them to a lot of people. Picked up their sneakers and pants and shirts and hoodies and what name you. I donated it to people instead of throwing them out that could use them. So it's a great group, and wherever you live, there is a recycle group, free cycle in group where you live. Just go into Yahoo and type the county or the city that you live in. Like you just say Austin, you go on Yahoo and you type and go into groups and you type um, just say Chicago free cycles, um, and it'll be in that group, or you can do the county, Orange County free cycles. You should find it, or New York free cycles, or Manhattan free cycles. You should be able to find your area that you live in that group, and be able to recycle things that you don't want, and in turn, if you're looking for like a queen size sheets, you may be able to find someone in your area that may have queen size sheets, and so you can't afford, and that person, instead of throwing them out, they would be able to recycle those things. So it's a great community to get involved. However, I was one of the people that they just did not like for whatever reason. They didn't like me, and I hope that you guys watch my video, some of you that are in this group, because a lot of people didn't know me personally and just had in their mind that I was a mean person, and I used this group as a welfare group, and that was not the case. I knew some people who didn't have a computer, or wasn't computer savvy, and I would go on and ask for things for them. And so I would get help, like someone needed baby clothes and a breast pump. I got baby clothes and breast pump for her. There's another lady moving into the apartment complex. She needed a dinette set and a washing machine and dryer. I don't think I was able to help her, but in turn she had some things that she was donating. So she donated things. And so I left the group. I was in the middle of donating. Um, my son went to a college that he had to wear uniforms, and those uniforms were Dickies. And actually, I still have those Dickies. I tried to donate his uniforms. They were Dickies with the white T-shirts, and they had angered me so much that, mocking the things that I would say, or going behind my back and telling the moderator things about me. And he claimed that I was using the group as a welfare, or to decorate my house, and I didn't appreciate that, because people made an assumption about me, and they were intimidated by me because I'm black, and they was intimidated by me because I am educated. And he said that I threatened to sue members and what have you. I threatened to sue one person because she would not leave me alone. She had slandered my name, and it is a law that when someone slanders, and I just advised him because he allowed her to post things about me and post my business in that group, and I advised him that he should not allow her to do that, because he's responsible as a moderator not to approve those messages. It's his responsibility because that group is moderated. And I just advised him for allowing her to post information about me using my first and last name as well as my link. Then she's slandering me, and I could sue him for moderating, for allowing that to be approved, and sue her for slander. So it was just giving him advice. So he just misinterpreted the whole thing, and whatever the case may be, just left a grudge against me. but I was very nice. I had donated quite a bit of things, and I have to go because this is the last. But I have a second video. Thanks for watching, and God bless.